This is NDTV, and you're watching NDTV 24/7.
Good evening and welcome to Your Call. It's the only show on Indian television where you, the viewer, can also ask your questions directly to our newsmaker of the week. Tonight I'm joined by a man of many parts, Arun Shourie. Let's just look first at the highlights of his life and career. Mr. Shourie, thank you so much for joining me tonight, sir. Amidst all that you've done, you've also authored 26 books, and your latest one describes you, the book flap describes you as a scholar, author, former editor and minister. But it leaves out a crucial role, your role as a parent of a young man with cerebral palsy. You talk about that in your book. How does that role define Arun Shourie and his work?
Aditya is 35 now. He cannot walk or stand. He can see only from the left side of his eyes. He cannot use his right arm or hand. He speaks syllable by syllable, yet he laughs. इस किताब में सबसे पहले लिखा है, प्यारे, बहुत प्यारे आदित्य के लिए। तुम कहाँ जाओगे? कहाँ? नेहरू पक, नेहरू पक, नेहरू पक और ओवर। आगामी पंचवर्षीय योजना के लिए निर्णय लिया है कि प्रायोरिटी बेसिस पर लंदन और न्यूयॉर्क से 30,000 कुत्तों को मंगवाया जाएगा। Well, that is the most important aspect for me, because our child is for my wife and me, and for many others, our life. And the whole book is about that, because that the child's suffering and my wife's reactions to that suffering is the sort of news peg on which this general question is examined of what are the explanations for suffering in the basic religious texts, what are the explanations that were given by the great saints like Raman Maharishi, like Sri Ramakrishna Paramahans, when persons who had suffered blows went to them. And what did they say about their own illnesses? Because as you remember, both of them died extremely excruciating deaths of cancer. So what did they say? What did the devotees like Swami Vivekananda say? Why has this happened to Sri Ramakrishna Paramahans? I'll recite a couplet, one of the Urdu poets writing about God. He says कि जानता हूँ, जानते हो मेरा हाल दिल. I know that you know the condition of my heart. देखता हूँ, देखते हो किस निगाह से तुम. I see the indifferent eye with which you look at my plight. That's the book. It is not possible, it is just not possible to reconcile suffering, the extent of suffering in the world, with this notion of an all-knowing, all-powerful and compassionate God.
spoken like a true atheist, some would say,
Yes.
but you also have dedicated the book to mothers bringing up special children, and I have one such mother who joins us with a question for you, Dr. Meetu Allur.
Many congratulations, Arun, on your book, The Weight of Love. Thank you for reserving a copy for me and Malini. I haven't read the full book, but I've read excerpts from it, and I must tell you that I wept. It's hugely moving and poignant, and I thought it needs a lot of courage to pen down all the sorrow and the agony and the pain of it all. I just also felt that it was wonderful that you portrayed Adit in such a positive manner, the way he is. His love for music and poetry, his laughter, his joy, and of course his tears. The question I wanted to ask you is that what do we do as professionals to make life a little bit better? And most importantly, what should governments be doing? How do we actually get over these barriers of apathy, ignorance, the neglect that our disabled citizens suffer?
Well, firstly, your viewers would like to know that Meetu Allur is one of the heroines of this entire, this entire problem. In that she and Malini, her daughter, have been the real pioneers. She's the one who set up the first school for spastic children, and her sister Meeta Nandi set up the first school in Delhi for spastic children, where our son went. And Malini herself is a very courageous girl.
She just wrote a wonderful book.
She's written a wonderful book with just one little finger, as she says in her title. So it's a great honor to have known them.
NDTV's cricket app, Android and iPhone. Fastest scorecard, special analysis, and much more. Download free. ndtv.com/apps.